Another weekly live. Starting off just getting my cards settled here. As always, we are going to pull cards for the general collective, see what messages need to find us there, and then we will go into collective love readings and then personal card pulls for anyone who is joining me live and wants some personal messages. See what we need to know there as well. So, as we wait for everybody to join, I'm just going to unpack my decks here. I can just hang out. Thank you to everybody who's joining me right here, right now. And thank you to everybody who's watching the replays as well. You guys are awesome. If you're watching the replays, feel free to comment. Let me know how these messages resonate. If you're joining me right now, leave a comment to let me know that you are here. Hello. Hello from YouTube. Right. Get everything sorted. I've got 6 decks today. I don't know what my record high is, but 6 usually is where I is probably the most that I do. Oof. All right. I'll just give a few more moments for people to join us. Let's see. Running out of space here. My table's covered in shells and rocks. And sand, of course. It's like a little beach on my table. Okay. Alrighty. I'm just going to take a second. Alrighty. Let's jump right into it. Let's see what we need to know today. What does the universe have to tell us? Okay. All right. So we are starting off with don't let your past hold you back. Oh, my camera's going to focus today. Bless. I love it. Don't let your past hold you back. That self node. So I do feel like we are being pushed out of our comfort zones a little bit here. Being pushed outside of our comfort zones for growth to take place. So let's see a little bit more about that. Okay. We have two messages coming out here. We have hope, move with grace. This is a time to learn and adapt, yes, which is, what happens when we get sorry. So, learning and adapting is something that happens when we step outside of our comfort zones. When we choose to experience something other than what we have been experiencing, because major growth and transformation needs to take place here. You are being invited to slow down, take your time, and take in the current moment. Stop putting too much pressure and expectation upon yourself, as it's taking you away from your natural attention to detail and the expression of your creativity. There's no need to rush or force your way ahead. Good things happen when you move with tenderness and care. I trust in the ease and flow of life. So, I mean, it's called our comfort zone for a reason, right? It's comfortable. So when we step outside of that, it is uncomfortable. And there is the temptation or desire to go back into the comfort zone because it feels safe. And this is kind of confirmation that you can step outside of your comfort zone and still feel safe and still feel somewhat comfortable where you're at. So this is your invitation to be more present and more mindful and to slow down a little bit and just be aware of your emotions, your movement. Be aware of your choices and how they make you feel. This is a time to really drop into yourself and to experience life almost as a sensory experience. How does it feel? How does it taste? How does it smell? How does it look? To be very conscious of what you are taking in through all of your channels. And I think that mindfulness and that presence as you are stepping outside of that comfort zone is going to help you feel safe and comfortable as you get uncomfortable and make the changes necessary. Hello, Maeve. Hello, Amy from Solstice in the Veil. And we also have Do Not Be Afraid. Mary, Queen of Angels, you were born for this. Trust in your voice. Trust in your ability to articulate your thoughts. Trust in your capacity to use and share your gifts. If you are feeling scared or unsure about the next step, this is just showing how much you care about making a difference. Stand in the light of your soul. It is the only shield you need. I trust in myself, my voice, and my gifts. I am unafraid. Yeah, this is a good uncomfortable. This is a good thing that's happening. That comfort zone is not helping you anymore. It was not benefiting you, and so it's time to shift into something different. This is a really good time for you to use your voice to speak up and stand up and really be yourself. Stand for what you believe in and to move with grace. There is a graceful, elegant, compassionate, peaceful way for you to make these changes and to have your voice be heard. There's power in that calm confidence. And I see your ability to put yourself in unknown circumstances that you feel drawn towards. You feel like you should take this next step, make this change, make this move. And it feels, like stepping into the unknown to some degree. And that is going to, like, your ability to do that and to trust yourself in the process and trust that everything's going to be okay and to not let this disrupt your peace is inspiring to others around you. Yeah, okay. All right. Hello, everyone. If you're watching and you've not yet commented to say hello, please do. All right. And then we have the new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Clarified by the fire guardian. Your desires are not unholy. Okay. There's something about, like, you're not the only one who wants to make a difference or wants things to change. You're not the only one setting out on this unknown path, not sure where it's headed, but you know you have to be here. I see you finding community in that. So you may start alone on this path. You start this journey by yourself, but you find like-minded individuals along the way who are trying to do the same thing that you're doing. And they are not competition. You are not up against each other. You are meant to come together as one to accomplish this common goal. So huge emphasis on community here. And I really feel like there's prosperity lies ahead because you are the bull. You are plowing through, paving this path, and using your determination and your strength and your stability to do the things that you feel have to be done. Okay. You are being encouraged to connect to the energy of desire and ignite your passions. As long as what you desire doesn't cause harm or danger to any living being, your desires are not unholy. Express yourself, play, and be untamed. For allowing these raw and authentic aspects of yourself to come to the surface also allows the universe to see you in all your glory. I ignite the fire of my passions and let it roar. I love this. There's Aries energy in this, I feel. And, Taurus the bull, Aries the ram. I just see like headbutting a new path, like chipping away at the rock. There is something about using our heads to move forward, using our minds, connecting with like-minded people and putting our heads together and finding a way. But there's also like using your mind wisely, regulating your emotions so that you can think clearly to find the best path forward. What needs to be grounded before this idea can manifest? So there's an aspect of you getting grounded in your energy, not letting emotions run the show. Emotions can be inspiration for the things that we need to change. And I think there absolutely is a beauty in that and a necessity in that. And then this is saying, make sure that you have control over that emotional body so that you can actually go ahead and do something with the ideas and the inspiration that you are having. Okay. Hello, Kevin. Okay. And with that start, I love these next two cards that have come out as well. So the energy is gaining momentum. And we have give the gift of your presence. Give the gift of your presence. This does kind of tie back into the first card where we kind of touched on using your voice and expressing yourself and having the confidence and the courage to do so in the ways that you see fit. I think this is just coming together with others for, like I said, a common goal, but there's so much purpose in this. This is very purpose driven. Now is the time to show up in ways you have never shown up before. Definitely definitely connects to the rest of the reading. Get present with those you love and care about, go beyond distractions, and direct yourself back to the current moment so that you can enjoy the blessings that surround you. Instead of focusing on where you are going or what has previously happened, enjoy the beauty of the here and now. I awaken to the blessings of the present moment. Another message about being present. Being mindful, being present, being in the moment is going to be so important during this process. I really feel like so that you can regulate your emotional body and to not be swept away in those emotions and to see clearly. And again, to move forward with grace and confidence and stability. And this is, it feels like a really peaceful, graceful determination. So moving forward with that purpose and that presence and remaining mindful in the process. There's a big leader energy here, and you may be the leader of some kind of community or group, um, or you may all come together and feel like leaders and have that empowered energy behind you. But this is, yeah, I awaken to the blessings of the present moment. This is not only just fixating on that goal, but noticing the beauty around you as you work towards that goal. Take it in, accept every beautiful moment for what it is. There's definitely an emphasis on accepting the beauty in the community as well, the people that are guided towards you, the people that you are guided towards, and embracing their loving energy. Anything that you can do to feel present in your experience. There's some grounding exercises maybe, but you're gonna really, really become super aware of when you are not grounded, when you are not living in the moment, and when you're kind of swirling around in your thoughts and your feelings and staying there. It's okay. Like we should fluctuate, right? We should be able to spend time in those spaces. But when you're staying there, that is creating some kind of resistance to your goal. It's distraction. It's putting a pause to what you're working towards. So being very mindful of that, being mindful of when you're not being mindful, and having the tools and resources to pull yourself back into that conscious state and that mindfulness. All right. Conclusions are within reach. That full moon eclipse. Hello, Lindsay. All right. I feel like there's some kind of hardships that you're trying to overcome. I just saw like I love that I get Shrek references in my readings sometimes. But it's that you and what army? And I just see you and all of these people that you've met and created this community with, and you're all standing together, and whoever you're up against, whatever you're up against, almost like fades away or like fizzles out, just disappears, or is like, no, I'm good, actually. And you're like, wait, that's it? That was all? Like we were prepared for a fight. We were ready to take this so much farther. And then there's celebration because it's over like that. Conclusions are within reach. If that resonates with you, take that. But I feel like there really is that like moment of, wait a second, it's over. We did it. Like you didn't even have to fight for it the way that you thought you had to fight for it. but it just happens for you. It just fades away, and that is the victory. The other side's surrender essentially is your victory. You are not alone. There you go. I feel like this is that community you have, but it's also the universe is supporting your decisions and your desires as a collective. Your guardian angel is here to hold you and support you, but needs to be invited forth to guide you. This invitation doesn't have to be issued through prayer. It can also come through your actions. So stop trying to do everything on your own. Let the barriers of independence fall so that you can be held, loved, and cherished by heaven and earth. I welcome in all levels of support from heaven and earth. This is like this beautiful glass dome of love and protection and guidance coming from the earth, coming from the universe, and it's encompassing you in your endeavors and saying like I'm here to support it. Your intentions are amplified at this time as long as those intentions are in the highest good of everyone involved, like all is well. And you are being supported, and I think that there really is so much power in the numbers here of all having this common intention, all having good in your hearts. And yikes, hang on. All right, please disregard that comment that came in. If anybody wants to report and block that profile, I would greatly appreciate it. That is, yep, that one's on Facebook. So if anybody wants to do that, I'm not in Facebook right now, so I don't have access to it. But yeah, look out for those messages, guys. They are scams, and they are not real people, most likely. Yeah. Okay. So where are we at? Yeah. There's the power in the numbers of the community that you are cultivating and bringing together. And that collective positive intention is being amplified. And there's so much of it going around that I'm hearing like the good dissolves the bad. I don't love using those terms, but your intentions dissolve whatever you're up against. Absolutely, Tony. I would love to. Okay. Love it. So good. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. We have the goblins, the number 5 here. So the 5 is that number of positive change. So that is confirmation of that. And there is a little bit of confirmation that like getting stuck in your head is a real thing, right? That is probably what's happening, or it's a real possibility of something that could happen as you step into this change and step out of your comfort zone and move into something bigger and better. There could be some doubts, there could be some fears, there could be some insecurities that come up. You're not quite sure how things are going to play out. Like I said, you're probably starting this journey by yourself, and that in itself is pretty daunting. Don't let those things get you down. Don't let them hold you back, because you're meant to be on this path. But it is something to address, right? So when those thought patterns come in, it's like, well, why do I feel this way? Why am I thinking this way? What do I need to do to pull myself back into alignment with where I'm going? Thank your mind for trying to keep you safe, and then remind yourself that you are safe. Whew. Spirit of place. I'm hearing right place at the right time. And things take place as they need to, with number 4 here. I'm hearing the season of change. It is the season for change. I feel like there's just this synchronistic thing that's going to be happening of like you keep finding yourself the right place at the right time, connecting with those right people at the right time, always finding exactly what you're looking for, exactly what you need in terms of like resources and connections. Like it's all just falling into place. And that's kind of saying the spirit saying like, I've got you. We're working this out behind the scenes for you as well. The Golden Palace. I love this so much. This is where your riches lie. This is, a number 5 again, 23 or number 5. This is where your prosperity is. Over the prosperity lies ahead card. So you're moving into that prosperity of like, this is the abundance I've been looking for. This is what I've been working towards. Laura, hello. Welcome. So this Golden Palace is the beauty that lies in front of you. Just beyond the trees. You're almost there. Conclusions are within reach. And that moon has some golden energy in it as well. Everything is moving in the right direction. So this is kind of like what's promised to you is this Golden Palace. It's that prosperity and abundance that you've been looking for. Storm fields. I feel like you're ready for it to get messy. You're ready for things to get crazy. You're just preparing yourself for what lies ahead, but I really feel like the path that you are walking is lined with flowers. Again, bringing you back to that message of being present and in the moment and noticing the beauty that's all around you at all times. That is kind of where your power lies, that mindfulness, because you're preparing yourself walking into the storm. And when you are focused on the present and taking things one step at a time, you may look up and notice that the storm has dissipated. The storm has lessened. It's not as bad as it seemed. And it's much more manageable. The results are much more tangible at this point. You really start to see the way, and that maybe it's not going to be so bad after all. I think there's definitely the possibility for some level of a spiritual awakening in this process as well for yourself and the others that surround you in your community. Some kind of collective spiritual awakening that would make sense for other things that are going on is having some major breakthroughs and epiphanies and realizations as a collective. Definitely such an emphasis on community here, emphasis on mindfulness, being in the present moment, emphasis on positive change, staying the course, and using your voice, using your power, not letting your past hold you back, not letting your fears hold you back, and persevering. All right, let's grab one of these final cards here, and then we'll move into the love messages. Good fortune. Ladybug is always a positive sign that good fortune is on its way to your doorstep. Let the door open the door and invite her in. Yay, good fortune. We love this. That's a beautiful message to round things out with. Lightness of being. May your burdens be few, your blessings bountiful, and may you discover your own lightness of being. Let it lift you up in all that you do. I really love this. I feel like this is what you're meant to be doing at this time, even though you are like seemingly walking into something that could be messy. Like you are discovering yourself and your peace and your strength in the process. And there's such a stability and consistency within you and your energy as you walk this path. And that's so, so incredible and powerful. Finding your spirit, finding your lightness, finding your core, finding your most authentic self in this process, leading into good fortune. Yay, I love that. All right, so those are the general collective messages. Let's move into the collective love messages now. I hope this resonated with you guys. Please let me know if it does. And if you haven't said hello yet in the comments, please do. Please ignore any comments or messages from anybody asking you for your information or saying that they're going to give you a reading or whatever else just happened in the comments there. That is spam. If you want to report those profiles for me, I won't stop you. All right. So let's see. Let's see what we have for love. Hello, Wendy. All right, so these messages around love can resonate whether you are in a romantic relationship or not, whether you want one or not. They could be applied to friendships, family, platonic, anything, whatever. Just take it how it resonates, really. All right. Oop, there we go. These are very literal. All right. So we have cleaning house, number 37, or the number 10, that number of completion and a fresh start. Cleaning house clarified by the angel of past issues. The number 23, the number 5, the number of positive change. It's also half of 10. So I mean, you're clearing out your house of your past issues. I mean, so this could be clearing things up with a partner, resolving some issues that maybe you've been ignored or pushed to the side or whatever. Like some things could be resurfacing for them to be rehashed and worked through this time around, right? Some things have to be worked through in layers. But this is also just sweeping out the past. Goodbye, I'm done. Closing out old connections, getting closure, cutting ties, making decisions within yourself to be different going forward. Things are going to change moving forward. Things are not going to be the same as they have been. It's time for you to let go of the past, clear it out once and for all, whatever that means for you. It is time. Things are going to be different because you're deciding it to be so. Old ways of doing things, old passions even, old processes, old cycles, patterns, they are done, gone. Get rid of those. I feel like this is kind of where you've been for the most part. For some of you, this is something you've already done, or this is something you're in the process of doing. It's so good and so necessary, so keep it up. Alicia, hello. And then we have, let me pull a clarifier for this. We have the number 10 again, so 1010 with rock bottom. All right. I'm hearing like some of you had to find rock bottom in order to see the way out, in order to find your way up. You had to see the very bottom in order to ascend. and to move past into something better. Hi, Georgia. Yeah, holy shit, you guys. I love this so much. This is powerful. For love, this is very powerful. All right, so clarifying rock bottom is number 22, the angel of new beginnings. I love that so much. It's like, well, you've reached the bottom, so you can only go up from here. Time to start fresh. And I don't feel like this is rock bottom in a bad way. Not like the, oh my God, I've reached rock bottom, everything sucks. It's more of a, well, I've exhausted all my options. I guess it's time to redirect. I guess I've just got to do something else now. So the angel of new beginnings is ushering in this fresh start, this positive blessing of a new beginning. And so this could be a new beginning within a relationship that's already in your life. This could be, I really feel like this is more than anything else the beginning of a new cycle within yourself. The fresh start in your perspective, in your emotional being. After you let go of the past, like you cleared it out, you cleansed it out. It's time to start new. So more than anything else, this is a new beginning within yourself and in your life. And that just opens up space for new connections and new ways of being, new levels of depth within an existing connection. All right. So I love this so much. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. So we have Sacred Pool. The number 47 there. Number 11. Okay. So we have 2 10s, an 11, a 22. Powerful numbers coming through. This really is very, your love life is very divinely guided. Yes, Alicia, my camera's focusing today. I'm so grateful. So you're being so very supported and guided towards something much, much better. This is a huge transformation within yourself that's going to amplify the transformations in your love life. So Sacred Pool clarified by the angel of belief, with the number 3. So we have 10, 11, 5, 22, 3, and then we have the number 8 up here as well, like master numbers, angel numbers, important numbers in numerology, like all the good stuff. All right, so the angel of belief really, really is believing in yourself, believing in your worth, believing in your power, believing that you are sacred. Your energy is sacred. Your space is sacred. Your life that you've built for yourself is very sacred. And who you let come in and knock on your door better be the same kind of sacred, and to notice your power. Someone who can see, the divinity within you, your inner god or goddess, to really see the light within you and to see you for who you are, light and the shadows, and to love it all, and to resonate with you and someone that you resonate with. And it's like the person or people that you're letting into your life have put in the work on themselves to meet you where you are and to ascend with you, alongside you. And you can embrace all aspects of self side by side. There's such a beauty in this. And there's, believing that that's possible for you, and believing in yourself, believing in your own transformation, and trusting this process. What am I tasting right now? So like animal crackers? I don't know if that's significant for anyone. Animal crackers. Sometimes I taste the weirdest things when I do readings. Okay. I don't know if that's someone's children or like a childhood memory that you have of like eating animal crackers. I don't know, it feels significant for some reason. So that resonates with you. Awesome. Please let me know. All right. Let's see what we have here in the last row. Wow. Oh, come on. The numbers are going wild today, you guys. So we have listening with the number 53, clarified by the angels of the universe with the number 35. Verse numbers there. And both those add up to the number 8. So we have 2 10s, 2 8s, an 11, a 5, a 3, and a 22. I love this. So 8 is not only the number of self, it's a number of abundance. It's infinite possibility. It's infinite love, the love of divine source, that unconditional love. I really feel like this is you listening to the universe, listening to the angels of the universe, whatever it is. You're listening to spirit, you're listening, and you're letting your soul guide the way. So when it comes to love, this means trusting yourself, following your heart, trusting in the process and how things unfold for you. This is shifting that perspective from it's never going to happen or not right now or any of those limiting beliefs. It's shifting that perspective to anything's possible. If I want it, I can have it. What's meant to be mine will always cross my path. I'm not going to miss out on anything. It's there. It's there for me. Everything's always working out for me. So I love those. Let's get into these messages here. So for everyone who is joining me live right now, if you would like me to pull a couple cards for you at the end of this reading, then please leave a heart emoji in the comments now. I'm going to start a list. Even if you've already commented a heart, please do it again so I can have them all in one place. And I will take the list as they show up in my comments here. Ooh, there we go. Always has to be one that hits the ground. Okay. There's the image there on the back. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point in trying to change what is beyond our control. Yeah. Acceptance is the first step to being able to shift your circumstances. So I feel like this is wherever you're at. That works too, Amy. Wherever you're at, just accept your current circumstances so that they can transform. And you can find peace within yourself wherever you are. My beloved. So pretty. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we're always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So this is kind of like an encouraging message of like, whether you are physically at a distance from someone, or you haven't connected with someone yet, emotionally at a distance from someone. Margaret, you are just in time. words. You may feel lost or confused or like you can't find your way. But this is that confirmation that like see, I can't even find the words. This is like the the energy that I'm picking up on here is being at a loss. Everything's okay, nothing's missing. You're exactly where you need to be and you're going to move into the energies that are right for you here and now. So, if you are single and wanting someone in your life, you're like, "Where's my soulmate? Where's my person?" This is them coming in spirit saying, "We are always united. We are united in spirit first, and then we will come together. Our love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing, so it's only a matter of time before you meet in the physical. But that love is always there with you, and your belief in love can transcend space and time as well." Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love this. So wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. I really feel like this speaks to a healing process, this personal transformation process of like everything's going to happen exactly as it needs to. Time is not of the essence. Time is irrelevant in this process. Um, you don't need to worry about when. Time is not something that needs to be on your mind right now. What you need to focus on is your being, your inner world, taking care of your sacred space, your sacred self, and assuring that all is well within you first. And that allows things to kind of magically unfold. And lastly, we have deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Transformation is assured here. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Yeah, what feels best for you right now. So if you're kind of on the fence of like, oh, well, do I pursue this person, or do I continue things the way that they are? Do I retreat into myself and just focus on me right now? You know what's best for you. You can ask yourself all the questions and you know the answer. You won't find the answer outside of yourself. Well, you might. You could. Um, People could be around you telling you what you should be doing, what they feel is best for you, but only you know if that resonates and if that really is what's right for you. So follow your heart here. Do what's best for you right now. And I think all else will just unfold the way that it is supposed to. It's kind of a let go and trust, take a leap of faith, believe in yourself, and just keep believing that the love that you seek is also ready to find you. Yeah. All right. So that's what we have for the collective love messages. Um, got my hearts in the comments here. If you haven't left your heart emoji in the comments for a personal card pull, do it now. All right, we're going to start off with Laura. Let me just clear my cards out of the way here. All right, Laura, you have nothing is yet set in stone and a time for healing. I feel like there's some changes being made in your life or in your surroundings, or just kind of feeling the nudge for change or feeling like things are shifting, you're not quite sure where it's gonna go. Um, this is kind of the confirmation of, like, nothing well, the path has not been solidified yet. Um, I think it's kind of up to you to decide how you feel about the situation and which way that is that you would like things to go. Um, so right now you might be a little like, "Oh, well, it could go this way, it could go that way, and that would be fine." You're kind of riding in that sort of wishy-washy energy, and you could continue to do that, but I also feel like you could solidify your stance and say, "Well, this is what I want." Um, I don't feel like this is something that's out of your control, but maybe it involves multiple people or just, like, kind of a complex circumstance, but it just feels like you have options here. You could keep riding the wave and just see how things turn out, or you could ground yourself and make a decision and move towards that. You could say, "Well, I know you like this, and this, but I want this to happen, so I'm gonna start just moving myself towards that," like, grounding your energy in that. So you have options there. Um, whatever path if you choose to stand your ground, you might have to deviate a little bit in the future, but, like, I don't know, there's something about you feeling empowered and feeling like you're being an active participant in this experience. I don't think there's no right or wrong choice here. It's just a matter of how you want the experience to go. Do you wanna feel like you have more control, or do you wanna just let the waves take you? I hope that makes sense. And then time for healing, yeah. So it's kind of right now is kind of best for you to be a little bit more relaxed, a little less active, to have some reflection and some time for yourself. I feel like your body's kind of recovering maybe from stress, but just really needing to relax and unwind a lot more right now. So, all right, Laura, those are your messages. I hope those resonated for you. Got a little abstract there. Um, Georgia, you are next. Okay, Georgia, what is it with you? I feel like your energy is always like you're meant to overcome obstacles in this life. Like, I mean, we all are, right? But I don't know. I just feel like you kind of have this path of like just running into roadblocks, running into obstacles. And it's almost like the universe is saying, well, how are you going to handle this one? It's challenging you to expand you. And it might be exhausting sometimes. But we have your commitment is being tested. And we have expect powerful change. So I feel like this is asking you, what is it that you want and are you still going towards it? What is it that you desire? Are you still working towards it? What is your heart pulling you towards? What's the thing that you said, I always wanted this, I always wanted this, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, and you just haven't, or you kind of have and haven't quite gotten there fully yet? Like, what that thing? This could be something you've wanted for a long time. And your commitment just kind of kept getting tested in regards to it. Things pop up, obstacles, roadblocks, whatever. And you weren't able to commit yourself to it the way that you wanted to. That's about to change. I think things are really going to open up for you, and the universe is like, all right, no more obstacles here. Let's get this done. Let's move you into this transition, into this change, because it's time. Let's just do it. But there's still some kind of resistance there, like a lot of mental block or energy or fear surrounding that. Maybe not fully trusting the process or trusting that things are actually unfolding for you, probably because you've had these obstacles for so long that it's like you've kind of just gotten used to the process of overcoming challenges, and you haven't really been able to conceptualize actually getting the thing that you're working towards. And so the universe is kind of like prepping you towards that, prepping you for actually receiving the thing that you've been wanting. And so they're like, all right, it's like your life isn't going to test you anymore. And now life is going to prepare you. And that's going to look a little bit different. It might not be super comfortable either, but it's not going to be as uncomfortable. It's just going to be different. But that's kind of what you're going towards right now. All right, Georgia, those are your messages. I hope those resonated for you, and that was some helpful confirmation. All right, Alicia, you are next. Okay. Alicia, you got two of the cards that came out in the love reading. So maybe this is what that's pertaining to. But you got the rock bottom with the number 10. And you've got listening, the number 53 or the number 8. So I feel like it's almost like you've been at rock bottom for a minute and you're finally like, I don't like it down here anymore. I'm ready for something different. So you're changing your path, you're deviating. You're like, all right, well, I'm just going to climb on out of here then. I don't want this anymore. Bye. I think that comes from you listening to your heart, listening to spirit, listening to the people around you. And you're like, you know what? You're right. I need to value myself and my worth and to understand that I deserve a lot more than this. And I want a lot more than this. It's allowing your desires and your beliefs surrounding yourself to be in alignment. So if you want something, you have to see yourself as someone who can have that, who's worthy of those things and blessings, and someone who can actually receive the things that you desire. So bringing those two concepts into alignment to move you forward. Keep listening to your heart. Keep listening to spirit, because they're not going to lead you astray. Keep on climbing, because I think this is absolutely leading you to where you need to be. And it's just unimaginable for you where you're going to end up. It's like the light you can experience knows no bounds. You just have to go out and find it and work towards it and move into the experiences that you desire the most. Just keep down that path. Yeah, I really just feel like you can't predict where you're going to end up, but it's very, very beautiful, and it's everything that you wish for and more, basically. All right, Alicia, those are your messages. Thank you. We've got Lindsay next. All right, Lindsay. Okay, you've got full moon and new moon coming through, but full moon in Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture, and a new start is coming with the new moon here. I really feel like this is nudging you, and it's like, we want you to see how good it can get. Do you wanna see how good it can get? Because that's kind of what we got coming in. Are you ready? Like, do you want all this good? Do you want all the good? Can you see from a different perspective? Can you look at the bigger picture and just look at it objectively and have compassion and understanding for the situation and say, "You know what? Alright. I accept that for what it was, accept it for what it is. I'm ready for better." So, it's kind of like you have to accept this new start into your life and into your being. You have to accept that things can change for the better. So you have to welcome in this fresh start into your life. You gotta give the universe permission almost. So, I really think a change in perspective is gonna set things into motion for you, but it's really that ability to see things objectively and detach emotion from it. Um, and that doesn't mean being permanently emotionally detached, but it's taking a moment to step back, to step aside, and not have your emotions at play, and to look at things and just observe them for what they are, to gain an understanding and an acceptance of a situation. And then you can be like, all right, I've made peace with this. Let's move on to the next thing. I'm ready for this new start, ready for the good stuff to come in. So it is that acceptance and healing. There's definitely an element of healing in this process as well. So accept it, to heal it, to move past it, and welcome in a fresh start. All right, Lindsay, hope those messages resonated for you. I'm glad you made it. All right. We've got Kevin. Welcome. Let's pull some cards for you. Okay. Got the Angel of Communication with the number 7. And the Angel of Past Issues, the number 23, or the number 5 here. So I really feel like I'm getting, the first message I'm getting is pretty literal, of like past issues of communication. So having issues of miscommunication with someone in your life, or feeling like you are misunderstood when you speak. That's kind of coming to a resolve here. I think there's almost like one particular situation that kind of makes you step back and go, wait a second, am I the problem? Like, what do I need to do to fix this? How can I be better in this situation in order to really move things forward? Like, tired of the miscommunications. Maybe tired of people not understanding where you're coming from, or you not really understanding what someone else is trying to relay to you. But this issue of kind of, and it's like butting heads out of misinterpretation as opposed to opposing opinions. It's not realizing that you're on the same page just because of the way that things were communicated. So I really feel like the intentions matter, and the intentions are in alignment. It's the delivery maybe that needs a little bit of help, a little bit of tweaking here. And I think there's some depth as to why the miscommunications have been happening and things aren't being delivered as they will be well received. So there's like a disconnecting from a past version of yourself that was wounded and caused you to respond in such a way. So the delivery is coming from a past wound. Maybe there's like a harshness of delivery or a standoffishness, something like that. But like that was caused by a previous experience that created some kind of defense, some kind of wound that causes you to be on guard. This could be for another person as well, or both of you. But that is what needs to be let go of. That's what needs to be addressed, is the root cause as to why one or both of you is reacting or responding in such a way. So getting down to the root of things, moving past that, healing that, and then opening up some clear and positive communication, maybe doing some throat chakra work, some inner child healing I'm hearing as well. So this could be like a wound from childhood. The girl in this photo looks like a child or just very youthful. So doing some inner child wound healing, some throat chakra opening, and just kind of getting on the same page of like, we're both coming from a place of love and understanding, but something's getting lost in translation here. There's like definitely putting in some work to heal and move past this, but it's very, very possible for things to find a resolve. The angel of communication, I think, is going to come in to help you guys figure this out, to have peaceful and compassionate and clear communication. All right, Kevin, I hope that was helpful for you. I hope that resonated for you. Thank you for being here. All right, Amy, you're next. We'll go Amy, then Margaret. I'm going to pop down here for a minute and see what people are saying. All right. Okay. Looks good. You're welcome, everybody. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Georgia. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Lindsay. All right. You're welcome, Kevin. Thank you. Silly Rabbit, it can add you to the list. All right, let me scroll back up to where I was. All right, Amy, you are next. You know, it would be really smart. No, fuck it. I'm not doing it. All right, Amy, what do you need to know? Okay. Okay, wow. All right, Amy, sorry, I had to I had a little ADHD moment. We're back. All right, so you have a fiery climax approaches with the full moon in Aries. I feel like there's some much needed change happening in your life here, to where things are possibly going to get shaken up in a positive way that's going to yield you some results that maybe you've been needing. Something like a sigh, like a breath of fresh air, like some peace, a weight lifted off your shoulders. Like something's going to change and you're going to find this actually feels a lot more profound. You're going to find a really great sense of peace and release and relief. Like I'm seeing even like shoulder tension falling away. like this is this is a change that things have really been building up to, building and building and building. Like when is it going to crack? When's it going to crumble? Really big change here. And emotions are running high with this super moon. There's definitely an emotional release attached to this, but this could be a really emotionally tense process leading up to this big change. And then it's like you can finally relax, which is also a very emotional thing. Um, Lots of different forms of emotional release, I think, as well. Tears of frustration, tears of joy, tears of sadness, there's celebration, there's some mourning, there's letting go of the past and embracing the future, even though it seems very unknown. This is monumental stuff. I think it's important for you to have support in this process and understand that you're not going through it alone. I'm also having a hard like, this could be change that you really want. This could be change that you are very much desiring and trying to manifest in your life. I don't feel a solid concreteness with it being a definite yet, but this is one of the options. This is a path that you could choose. This is a path that you could make the decisions that will lead you down it. So the choice is yours, but I don't think you are the final decider here. You can choose this path if you want it and work towards it and, see if it gets you there or not. But I'm just like, I'm hearing like something's got to give. So, let things change. Let things change regardless. Let there be peace and relief and release for you. All right, Amy, that got a little heavy, a little serious there, but I hope that resonated for you. Thank you for being here. Reppin' Solstice in the Veil. Margaret, you are next. I love the way these cards sound on the table. Oh, so good. I hope the ASMR is top notch for you guys. Okay, Margaret, you've got Angels of Gratitude, the number 13. And Angels of the Universe with the number 35. I'm hearing, where do I go from here? What am I supposed to do? Where is this leading? I think what grounds you and helps you make it through is gratitude, appreciation for what you have and what's all around you and all the blessings that are yours and are in your life. Really, really grateful for the people closest to you and the loving connections that you share. I think that's keeping you grounded, keeping you sane, I'm hearing as well, keeping you emotionally regulated, keeping you stable is that gratitude. And purpose, finding your purpose, leaning into your purpose. And in terms of where do you go from here, that's entirely up to you. What do you want? What do you want the most? Because you have a lot of options. There are many different paths that are available to you. And it's like, choose the one that aligns most with your soul. Choose the one that kind of sets you up for success in the future as well. So not just right now, but think about future you. Where does future you want to be? 10 years from now, what do you want to be experiencing? And what's the path that can get you there? I think it's important for you to consider your future self in this process and not just right now. So maybe not making decisions for instant gratification or what would be necessarily the safest or most comfortable option, but like what benefits you now and later? What's kind of that all-encompassing purpose? What's going to make you feel the most passionate? What's going to bring the most love into your life? What's going to make you feel like you're really living your purpose and staying true to yourself, living your truth and, getting done what needs to get done? So this is about, letting that gratitude ground you and drive you and making choices that align with your deepest soul self and your purpose. All right. Margaret, thank you so much. Margaret, Spirit has one last message for you coming through. It's the message of I love you very much. All right. Thank you. Let's see. Joe So's coming in a little late with that heart, but better late than never. And then we've got the silly rabbit as well. All right. So those are our last two, I believe. I'm just reading through your guys' comments because I was up looking at the list, so I haven't gotten to catch up with everybody yet. All right. Perfect. All right. So we've got Joe So's and the silly rabbit are the last two on the list here. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, Margaret, I think that was your mom coming through to say she loves you very much. It was a little, it felt very feminine, felt motherly, but it wasn't super clear because I'm connecting to other sources right now. But yeah, there's no doubt that she's very present in your life still. So beautiful. All right. Oh, yeah, you sent a heart. A lot of people sent a heart when I started, but you got to make yourself on the list. All right. All right. So we have it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Why is this not? Now it doesn't want to focus. There it is. And I know that you have a Scorpio moon. And then we have hold your vision with the fixed moon. So I feel like it's kind of like in order to hold your vision, you have to let go of some negativity. I feel like that's negativity of the mind, some self-talk, the way that you think about yourself, the way that you reprimand yourself. So if you make a mistake, how are you speaking to yourself in that process? How you speak about yourself to others as well. If you are putting yourself down to make others feel better about themselves, that's keeping you stuck in a certain hole. That makes sense. So it's you can empower others while still being empowered yourself. There's enough to go around. We can all be on the same wavelength. It doesn't have to be one above the other. So it's just like these little nuggets of negativity that kind of have been sticking around that are ready to get shaken out and transmuted. Transmuted. Wow. Speaking of speaking. So there's some throat chakra stuff there. So this really is about the language that you use, the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you speak, again, about yourself to others. So this is that self-talk. Yeah, it really is that energy of like, you don't have to put yourself below others to make them feel better or the other way around. and holding your vision. So there's a little bit of a disconnect between the desires that you have, the places you want to go, the person you want to be. There's disconnect between that and where you're at right now. And I think your self-talk and the language that you use in your mind and with others is going to be very significant because our words hold energy. And so there is like a transcending that can happen when you align yourself with those things that you want. Because you could have some doubts and some limiting beliefs that come through when you say, I want $1 million and a house on the beach. There's a part of you that believes you can't have that or that it is just a dream. And the fact that it is a dream of yours means that you can make it possible. So there's like, and it takes work. It's rewiring your beliefs and your perspectives and undoing the negative talk that's been programmed into you. And because we know that our thoughts can align to a vibration, and that vibration gives us results. So your thoughts and your words, what vibration are they aligning to? And is that a vibration that's aligned with your desires and where you want to be and what you want to have? It sounds complicated, and it can be at first because it's undoing years and years of programming. But have grace with yourself and just lean into what feels most aligned with you. I think what can be really helpful is understanding what sensations in your body, what those sensations are trying to tell you. Is this an alignment or not? A lot of people feel misalignment in their gut and they feel alignment in their heart. For some people, it's reversed. It's just a matter of how you receive those insights, but I think understanding that could help you a lot. Just being conscious, being mindful, being aware, and moving with positive intention. Alrighty, those are your messages. Let's pull cards for the rabbit next. All right, silly rabbit. Let's see what we need to know today. What messages we have here. All right, you're welcome. Full moon is a great time to release. Full moon is on Friday. All right, those are moving a little bit slow. Okay, you got the numbers 35 and 25. So that's 7 and 8. So you got education with the number 35. This could be learning something new, diving into new interests, finding a deep fascination with something that you haven't explored yet, or this doesn't feel like continuing education on something. It feels like finding something completely new and different. I don't know if my camera's going to cut out, but we're almost done. So if it does, the audio will still work. So hang in there. So yeah, this feels like discovering something new and kind of like using it to transcend some obstacles of self, maybe. So this is expansion. This is feeling really good about expanding your mind, expanding your passions. This could be as a result of some kind of transformation you've experienced within yourself or just changing circumstances as a whole. This almost feels like very synchronistic as to how you stumbled upon this very thing. Um, so it's like everything aligned to make this so for you, everything aligned to bring this into your awareness. And this could also be leading to some kind of transformation because we have metamorphosis here with all these butterflies. Even the flamingos are butterflies. So yeah, this could be a result of some change, and it could be resulting in some change for you as well. So I don't know, just making yourself a vessel for knowledge, a vessel for learning, being open to receiving new information and allowing that to propel you forward to make choices that better yourself and expand yourself. I feel like this is going to help you kind of break through some barriers and bust through some obstacles you may have been experiencing more recently. But it's definitely going to empower you to spread your wings and fly. So this is more than just a book that you picked up. And like, little do you know that when you picked up this book or researched this thing, learned about this topic, like you couldn't have imagined that it would have this ripple effect and things would unfold the way that they do. But there's definitely a lot of positive transformation to come with this learning process and having this education. Yeah, I kind of want to see what this is. True colors. Cast aside your inhibitions. Today is the day to don your wildest outfit. Make a bold style statement. Show your true colors. Definitely a metamorphosis there, and the bold colors of the butterflies as well. But I feel like this is something that's going to help you feel a lot more confident and empowered, and to help you move forward and really feel like you've found your purpose, found your passion, and you can really be yourself in this experience, maybe finding a community that is like-minded and accepting as well. All right. Those are your messages. I hope those resonated for you. Sounds like some very good things coming in. All right. So that does it for the personal card pulls, which means we're done here. We're done here, folks. I am still dabbling with the idea of doing these lives every other week instead of every week. So stay tuned. I will post updates on my Facebook as to what I decide there, if I'll be here next week or not. Sorry. That feels very wishy-washy, but I really am just trying to move with how I feel at this time, what feels best for me. So thank you guys for being here as always, and I hope you enjoyed these readings. If you didn't miss it, then you're good. If you did miss the beginning, then you can always watch the replay. It'll be posted on my Facebook. It'll be posted on my YouTube channel, so you can go back and watch the collective messages. Yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. Thank you very, very much for being here, sharing this space with me and everyone else who joins. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week, and I will